For thus saith the Lord, behold, I bring evil upon them, that they shall cry unto them, but I will not hearken unto them. Then the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem both cry unto the gods. This is Jeremiah 11. Oh yeah, verse 16. The Lord called thy name a green olive tree, fair and of goodly fruit, and of the noise of a great tumult he hath kindled fire upon it, and the branches of it are broken off. Who's the olive tree? Israel. The branches were broken off due to those different captivities. Right. It says, for the Lord of hosts that planted thee have pronounced evil against thee, for the evil of the house of Israel and the house of Judah, which they have done against themselves, to provoke me in anger and offering incense unto Baal. The green olive tree in Jeremiah 11 is the children of Israel. So Paul talked about the branches being grafted back in. We told you those are the Israelite foreigners. And to prove that, in the same chapter, you can read it when you go home. Romans 11:26. It said that what? And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written. Right. The branches that were being grafted back in were the Israelite foreigners. So Paul is saying the one that was calling himself a Jew and the Israelites that were scattered, they all going to come together and be saved in the latter end.
Why is story so long?
He answers it in the same chapter. The exact same chapter.
But what tells you that the Israel he said here, that you just read, is not a parable?
Because I read in Romans the 9th chapter, he said according to the flesh.
Yeah.
Which is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Which because who's the new covenant for? We're going to close it out on that.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 8, verse 6. It says, verse 7. I'll jump to the point.
I probably made you work harder today, right?
Nah, this is our job.
This is our job, and that's good because sharpens our.
So we prove to you still got to keep the law. You don't believe that. You know, it's short Revelation 22, 14, 12.
I'm gonna go look at it more carefully.
You better go look at that.
Let's keep it short.
We showed you the Passover.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at it.
All right.
I'm gonna take your emails if you allow me.
Yeah, the Army of the Most High 140. We on YouTube. You can communicate with this brother back and forth.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7. Yeah. For if the first covenant had been faultless, then should be no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Who's Israel? The southern kingdom. Yeah, exactly. He said, I'm going to make a new covenant. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. So we know this is not a parable. Same way he led them out of the Israelites, our people, out of Egypt, he gave us the old covenant, which was the law. The new covenant, he said, what? It's for who? It's for us. And I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind. So the law ain't done away with. Mm-hmm. Laws in their mind and in their hearts, and I will put it in them. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. In the kingdom of heaven, all the children, the 12 tribes are going to be perfect. Because like we read to you in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, that incorruptible body, he's going to take all 613 commandments, and he's going to put it inside you. So this time he's going to program you to do the right thing. Like an angel.
So what you read, you think this is something to come?
It hasn't been fulfilled. That's not. Look at the Israelites today. Look what they're doing today.
No, I'm talking about the laws on the heart and
right. That's in the future kingdom, right? That hasn't been fulfilled yet. Because if that's
been fulfilled, sure of that?
Of course, because it hadn't been fulfilled yet, you'd have been keeping the Passover. Not only you, all of our people will be righteous. All of our people will be righteous if that was fulfilled. Yeah. You wouldn't have no homos, you wouldn't have no drug dealers, you wouldn't have drug abuse, you wouldn't have high incarceration rate. You wouldn't have that because we would all be perfect. The laws ain't written in our mind. That's in the future. How we know that? How much time we got left?
Got like 3 minutes.
Okay, let me see if I can read this quick. Ezekiel 36. Ezekiel 36, verse 23. Therefore saith the Lord, therefore say unto the house of Israel, thus saith the Lord power, I will do this for your sakes, not for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for my holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen. We have profaned the Lord's name among the heathen.
Right.
Whether he went, I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, wherewith ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, saith the Lord power, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. For I will take you from among the heathen. He's going to take us from all where we're scattered. And I will gather you out of all countries. This is talking about now when the Lord come back. And I will bring you into their own land, land of Jerusalem. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness and from all your idols, and I will cleanse you. That's in the future. That's when he's going to put the law in our inward part. So you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's clear.
It's clear. It's clear.
The words are used.
Very
that
clear.
was in the Old Testament.
Yup.
Right. Because I have no problem with.
I'm gonna hit you with something. When Paul read about the
I have no problem with interpreting the Old Testament. Okay, it's the New Testament that I found troubles. You know.
Because I'm gonna hit you with something. You know where Paul got the new covenant from? The Old Testament. You want to read it? Jeremiah 31:31.
He made many comparisons.
No, but it's the same. He was quoting the prophet Jeremiah, just like he was quoting the prophet Jeremiah about the olive tree. Because this is a new covenant right here, Jeremiah 31:31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not according to that what I made with their fathers in the day that I took them out of the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my law into their inward parts, and write it into their hearts, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
Right.
He got that from the old. So that's why I told you, you can't exclude the old.